really, really glad I took it, and traveled the 2.5 hours every single time to get here. And I've been here for every one.
You have been
And
very faithful.
I'm so glad I didn't miss any. I didn't want to miss any because I learn too much every time I come.
Yeah.
Well, I took it to get an idea of whether I wanted to get into sheep in a large way or a moderate way, and I think in taking the course, I've learned how much management is involved in it.
I've been raising sheep now for 3 years, and presently I have about between 90 and 100 animals, including the lambs that were born this spring.
Definitely feel more equipped to have the numbers work and have the animal welfare work and have our lifestyle choice work as well.
It's been very helpful. So I've had some exposure. This is a different view, a different type of exposure, different type of sheep than what I have been looking at and working with.
I know a lot of farmers whose kids aren't interested in farming. No one to pass it on to, and here I am, a kid in the city or raised in the city and didn't have an opportunity to farm, and I think there's a kind of a trend with these urban people who want to farm. So this sort of a course is that hands-on learning that you can't get out of a book.
When you read about doing something, it can be very helpful to give you an idea of the problem you're going to be facing, but it cannot tell you what your reaction is going to be when you're faced with the problem. Are you going to be cool, or are you going to be panicking when that ewe is having trouble giving birth?
I feel as though this has actually really helped us look at the numbers from a far more viable and educated standpoint.
Like I was saying to Gail, even if I never buy a single sheep, I said there's so much I learned in this course that crosses over to all aspects of farming.
Something I really, really liked was that the mentors, Bob and Gail, they're being paid for their services. Because that, as somebody who has taught and as somebody who seeks information, I know how much work it is and time and effort and money I spend to learn what I learn.
They have been previously involved in the teaching profession, and you can feel that, you can sense that in the conversation you have with them.
I just loved it. I loved the 7 people that were involved. I love talking sheep, of course, so that was not an issue at all.
Breeding females about 135 right now,
And how long have you been doing this?
approaching 40 years.
Yeah, so you've got a little bit of experience under your belt.
Considering we've been in sheep for so long, it's hard to go back and think of yourself as a beginner and what one might want to know as a beginner. So, but we have done mentoring before, so that helped quite a bit.
I want to tell you, Bob, that I talk to the different mentees, and what they tell me is that you are singularly good at being a mentor.
Yeah, sure.
Farms at Work thanks you for being willing to take on this mentorship and for developing the materials and for delivering them so expertly. We feel like this we owe you a great deal for making this program run really well. So thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome, and thank you for thinking of doing this.